Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to the first match of the last day of the first event, VLA East at Mohegan Sun in Uncasville, Connecticut, where we have the two-time VLA champions LVC versus Northeast Force.
I'm Ryan Jackson.
And I'm Greg Woods, opposite hitter from the Boston Bounce.
Try to do our best here to give you some decent commentary. We'll learn names as we go. But, serving for Northeast Force, you have Garrett Minyard, captain Northeast Force, founder and owner. Float serve, passed by Cameron Beans. And we have a touch on Northeast Force.
Looks like the points going to LVC. Touch off Northeast Force out of bounds, LVC point.
This is John Lutz at the service line. Big opposite hitter out of George Mason, I believe.
No touch on the block, point LVC. I think the great thing about these two teams is that Northeast Force isn't the same team that they were a few years ago. Out of everybody in the VLA, especially during our time playing them, because we've seen them a lot in our regional play, they've gotten a lot better. They knew they had to get better at the pins. They got better pins. Their middles are one of their strong points, and they've gotten a lot better. So it's good to see these two teams battle it out, whereas this might have been an overlooked match. This is, one of the hotly contested ones that we've seen in the past, or more recent, I should say.
Absolutely. And our rivalry between Northeast Force and Boston Bounce has been budding, has been blooming. We got Ben Hogan to serve, float, taken to his hands by Cameron Beans. Hit by the setter, number 5 for Northeast Force. The name is escaping me.
Recent graduate of NJIT, from what I hear.
Yep.
Really good program out of Newark, New Jersey. Mason. Really good addition for Northeast Force. Gives them a lot of good options when they have these long grilling tournaments, 4-day weekends.
Oh, nice dig. One-hand stab by Ben Hogan.
Powered through by number 22, Jake Gleason. Another great pickup for LVC in the offseason. LVC, a perennial power, a lot of good options, a lot of good hitters. They keep adding more and more pieces to their roster to make their team more complete and better. All centered around Joby Ramos, who powers it over the net.
The two-time back-to-back reigning MVP of the league.
That's right. I think the thing that Joby brings to the team is just a level of consistency that a lot of teams strive to have. Very steady, center out of Hawaii. Coaches JUCO volleyball out in Nebraska, if you can believe it.
Sean Graham with the top spin serve. A little short. We both have some history with Deshaun Graham. He played at Riviera University out of Nashville, New Hampshire.
That's right.
Got to play him a little bit in college. A dynamic, you would say undersized middle, but you wouldn't think so when you play him.
Exactly. He plays above the net.
Yep.
Always. Second chance goes.
And hooded by AJ Wachowski over there.
Door closed. And a second chance opportunity. I think that's where LVC can really get you, is where they just have a lot of momentum on the service line, a lot of pressure. You have to play your best game if you're going to come and try to beat LVC.
They are a technical, fundamental team. Oh, nice cutty over the libero. Oh, middle defense, actually. We got Mason back to serve. A little floaty. And just missed the line.
Again, these are the points that matter. When you are able to side out against LVC, it's really important just to get that +1, which is why it becomes that much more important to make the serve on your next turn.
Joby Ramos back to serve. An elite server, Greg, would you say?
I would say so.
Yeah, there you have it.
He puts a lot of service pressure in that zone 5 passer. He gets it right into the seam, and he's consistent.
He's got a little bit of that tailspin, so you got to make sure communication is key when you're in serve and pass there. Like I said, perfect seam ball from Joby Ramos. Timeout by Northeast Force. Talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, I think this is one of the biggest things. Is one of the things when we played LVC last night, the thing we emphasize is that stopping Joby's serve on the first pass is the most important, because when he serves more, he gets more confident.
Yep.
And, he's able to just place that ball consistently in the spot that he wants to.
Yep.
I think you're seeing that on display right now. So if I was in the Northeast Force huddle, I could imagine they're talking about what seam you're going to cover between the Zone 5 and Zone 6 passers, and, how important it is to be able to get out of this on the next service.
Yep. We'll see if the timeout paid off here.
Yeah. I don't want to have the broadcaster's curse be put out there, but usually, sometimes when you call a timeout and then the server misses their serve, you call that a coach's point.
Yeah.
It's always good for the morale.
Yeah.
Good for the boys. And also good for the Northeast Forces to get back on the right page here in this match.
There it is. A great coach's point. Great coach's point.
Broadcaster's curse, maybe.
I don't know who called the timeout, but stat him for a point.
Yeah. Nice hybrid serve here.
Yeah. Just a dangerous serve.
Like a spin, goes to the float.
Big swing for the hands by John Lutz. A little high, though.
And that's really all it takes. You come out of a timeout, you get a point off the timeout, and now it's all more important that you make this second serve and gain points.
Yeah.
+1. That's how you build yourself back into this match. Great serve.
Good handle by Josh Bigford over there.
Snuck through the block by John Lutz.
Topspin coming. Good set by Mason. Good roll by Garrett. Oh, great line shot right on the line by Gleason there. Mason couldn't handle it. Bigford back to serve.
Back to Minute on the right side. Got it. That's all it's about. Northeast Force is aggressive servers, and when they're serving, is aggressive from the line. It gives everybody more confidence. They're a great blocking and defensive team. So if they can put the ball into the court and allow their team an opportunity to defend, they're going to be in a great spot.
Ryan Thomas with the top spin. Oh. Swing off the hands by Gleason there. Deshaun just a tad late. Oh, we have Eric Martin coming in. I don't think I would do our traditional broadcaster, Rob, justice if I didn't mention that this man is, I think, close to 50 years old.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
A mainstay in the New England or tri-state area volleyball community.
They're one of the instrumental members in the VLA.
Yeah.
A lot of the jersey designs and a lot of the organization, administration wouldn't be able to be done without him. Friend to every team around the league, and one of the better guys that we have within our organization. So.
He's not going to be happy without him, Greg.
I don't think so. That's right, East. I love you.
Northeast Force kind of running a 6-2 slop here all weekend for a couple rotations.
Into set from the back row, Piotr into hit on the right side in the front row, Emilio.
Yep.
Good block touch. Like you say, Northeast Force is a good blocking team. It's all about getting those touches off the block and being able to convert those points.
They're getting the touches, now they just got to cover those touches.
high toss. This is the net point Northeast.
Ben Hogan back to serve. Does a nice little float, usually across the court. Oh. Oh, and off the antenna.
Great rally. These are the rallies that define a match.
It's always good to see rallies in men's volleyball, not just side out volleyball.
Miss serve.
Yeah, miss serve.
It's a trademark of our sport. Right side couldn't connect. Yeah. Timeout Northeast. Rethink things.
Like we said earlier, this is East event, divisional event number 1. East divisional event number 2 will be in the greater Boston area in March.
In March,
yeah.
I'm really excited about that one.
We'll be hosting both of these teams. Do it all again.
I'll do it all over again. Lots to learn from this first tournament weekend. A lot of teams with a lot to think about. Game plan. See who they have, their strengths, their weaknesses.
You like to see who they picked up in the off season, you know.
This is our first look as to who the teams are going to be for the rest of the season. So it's great to just get that experience and take it into the next tournament.
Yep. The classic Deshaun Graham swing right through the seam.
With all his might, doesn't he? Gets up there nice and high and hangs, and I think it's tough for the defending middles and pin hitters because he's up there so high. You jump with him on his jump, but he just hangs a little bit longer than
and he's quick too. If you're a big middle, is used to other big middles, you got to really step up your game here, get the footwork going. Good middle D. Little roll shot to the right side. Joby sets the pick. Set by the outside. Good dig.
Got LVC in a little bit of trouble.
Yep.
Point Northeast.
Floaty. It's zone 4 by Deshaun. Big swing right at me,
We're getting
Greg.
active. We're getting active. We're getting involved. Our game is not so later, but we just got in on the play.
Yep. Serving sub number 24 coming in for the middle. Usually libero, I think they wanted to play some left back D here. Lefty libero, actually. There it is. That's why you put the libero in. And a huge swing by John Lutz again.
Cross court, right to zone 1.
Yep. The top spin coming, handled by Ben. Nice pass. And the lefty middle, Ryan Thomas from NJIT. Another guy, another middle for Northeast Force. Pretty impossible to figure out where he's going to hit the ball.
Being a middle is in a lefty, it's hard to know as a defending middle where to set up because he has such a range of motion and it's unconventional to what we're used to going against another right-handed middle. So he kind of throws you off and that's the result.
A little intimidating too. He looks like a linebacker up there. Biceps 3 times the size of mine. Good hand set by Camroth. Good dig. Saved by Bigford. And a swing by Joby Ramos. You know that's going down.
Saw an opportunity and took it. So aggressive.
Not really what you want to see at the end game here with Joby Ramos in the service line.
So much pressure.
A one-hand set. John Lutz just teeing off right now, man. What a pickup for LVC Lutz that is.
Swings so aggressively and
Yeah.
brings a lot of experience to this team. Where they weren't lacking any, he only adds more.
Yep. Another seam ball.
6'5" seam. Aggressive serve. Nice high hand swing off the block. And that's the key for this match. If Northeast Forest can put more of those rallies together, win more of the longer rallies, and put the pressure back on LVC where they were getting it in the first set, I think this could be an interesting match.
The hybrid serve. Joby. Lutz coming in for the 2 ball. So interesting. But that'll end set 1. LVC up 1-0. This is a best-of-5 match for anyone who is unaware. And Greg and I will be back with you in a little bit.
That's right.
We are back with you for set 2. Nice serve by Joby Ramos. Overpass. And the fake. Tip by AJ. Looks like Northeast Sports has made a substitution. We have James Hod in for Ben Hogan. See if he can add a little firepower to the offense.
Having Joby Ramos as your first serve is a strength for LVC and a sore sight for your Northeast Sports. Getting out of this rotation is so important when you play this team. You can just see a serve get you so out of sorts. Really important for any team getting out of this rotation as quickly as you can. One of the emphases of our team when we played them last night.
Served by Jomi right down the line. One-handed stab by Garrett. And a big block over there by John Lutz off the tip.
Northeast Sports making a substitution at the outside. The right side, number 10, James Hag is in. Ryan Thomas.
Big swing by the lefty there. Yes, I was mistaken. So they put in James there. And moved Garrett to the outside. Oh no, I lied. Garrett was just passing. That's all it was.
Mason William Matos back to serve for Northeast Sports.
Bigford with a tip through. Oh, not through.
Couldn't get it off hands down on LVC side, point Northeast. William Matos back to serve. And that's a key for Northeast. If they can continue to apply service pressure, that's when the game can change.
Broadcaster's curse right there.
Broadcaster's curse. I think I'm 2 for 2 this match round. I think I should just stop talking.
Bigford back to serve. Big top spin here. I believe he was All-American at St. John's Fish at a D3 school. Tip by James.
Dunk down in front of Cam Beans, number 17. Can play a little bit opposite. Pretty much anywhere. He's at the Swiss Army knife for this LVC team. Very powerful arm swing. Very versatile player.
Unfortunately had a day against us last night.
Might have hit 800. Just a force.
Fleecing off the head of Ryan Thomas. Now. AJ back to serve. AJ also played at Endicott a couple years back. I had the pleasure of playing against him my freshman year. Good tip, handled by the middle. Another tip. Joby with a big set. Off the hands of Ryan Thomas and out.
I think one thing that Northeast does really well is because they have those high, big, explosive middles, Ryan Thomas being the lefty, Deshaun just being the righty, big leaper, it allows you to run a lot of these funky middle sets that you're seeing right now, just to be able to throw the defense off.
Tight set, off the body of the middle.
Good scrappy play here. Ryan Thomas.
Yep, off the hands.
Chance for Northeast. High off hands.
Middle defense, middle dig, we love to see that. And out.
Just missed.
No touch called by the line judge.
As a player and as a fan, those are the rallies that are really exciting. Can be demoralizing if you're the losing end of those rallies. They can change the whole momentum of a match. I think if Northeast continues to get a few more of those, they can get their confidence up and really be able to know and understand if they can take this LVC team.
Ryan Thomas, the top spin serve here. Cross court. Nice pass. Ooh, Ryan Thomas with the set. Love to see it.
And the dig.
Big swing. Yeah. Good attempt at a dig. You love to see those big middles getting low.
Oh, yeah. Big tree fell hard.
John Lutz back to serve. And pass by Cam Roth. Deshaun off the block and out. Garrett Minier to serve here. Slight misconnection there on the Vic.
Back row attack set, usually very effective, a little too high for Bickford. Couldn't reach.
Keep saying Vic, but I should probably elaborate for any of those who are watching that don't know much about volleyball. That is short for a back quick ball, I think is what they shorten that for.
So many terminologies in
Yeah,
volleyball.
back row
I've been
quick.
saying it forever. I actually don't know what it means.
Yeah. I actually don't know if I've ever been told the actual explanation for it. It's just always been a Vic.
Yep.
Dump picked up by Lutz.
Great scrap play.
Yep. Cameron Beans with the center ball to Joby.
Cross court.
I think Joby's hitting 1,000 so far.
You love when your setter can be aggressive and take a rip like that off of a scrap play. The team's all involved, and he's more so than just a setter. He's a great offensive weapon, as well as being able to facilitate his team offensively. Ryan Schickling, high off hands. Garrett Minyard, too strong. Trying to find hands, but dump it down into the corner of the court.
Oh, and a perfect line serve there by Gleason.
Sean Graham high, dump down, dig by John Mutz.
And a nice little cutty by number 8 over there.
Ryan Schickling. Do some quick research in between sets. Schickling
We're learning our names and numbers.
played at Northumbria University in a master's degree program that a number of volleyball players around the country go and do. 2-year master's, Northumbria University, played overseas in London for a little bit. Now here playing with Northeast Force. James Hagg reaching high, back on Northeast side. Mason Williams Matos, a little too aggressive there. Northeast Force find himself down 4 here in the second set. Nate Reynolds back to serve, flow cross court. James Hagg, big swing.
Good pick up by Garrett. Good chase down over there by Ryan. Free ball opportunity here. Bigford with a big swing. Handled.
Round and round we go.
Yeah.
James Hagg, big swing.
Right to the hands of Joby.
Great play. These are the plays, Ryan, we were saying. Those are the long rallies you want to win.
Yeah.
Great for morale. Great to just keep your momentum up. Now, all the more important is to get back on the line and apply the service pressure to LVC.
Yep.
Continuing to keep the pressure on. Continuing to compound points.
I mean, Greg, you're killing it right
Three
now.
with 3.
You're killing it right now.
Folks at home, I'm sorry if you're a Northeast Force fan or an LVC fan, and I've caused you any pain or missed serves. I will refrain from now on.
Yeah. Another big serve by Joby there. Handled well by James. And
Off hands and out of bounds.
Yep.
That's the beautiful thing about volleyball, folks. Volleyball is a very subjective sport. What one person saw could be different from what somebody else saw. I saw off the hands and out.
Looks like we had an antenna touch though off the original hit. Garrett having a discussion with the referees, see what the call is there.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? I think, you can provide your perspective too, but I thought I saw in that tight set, when it's a 50-50 ball, you try to go off the hands and out of bounds. That's kind of what I saw, was that James Hag had pushed that off of the defender's hands into the antenna. I think LVC thought they had it off the antenna first. What did you see?
Unfortunately, I have a man standing right in front of where the antenna is, so I couldn't see it.
Pack Convention Center here at Mohegan Sun Arena in Uncasville, Connecticut. In the beautiful state of Connecticut, where I'm from.
Oh, is it beautiful, Greg?
It is. It is. It really is. Number 5, Mason Williams Matos back to serve for Northeast.
Nice little floaty. And you'll notice in the VLA, we don't call doubles here, Greg.
That's right. It's the rules.
A league-wide rule.
That's right.
Unless you double it as you are, and the ball goes over the net, correct?
That's right. Some big curve, back to serve.
Handled well by James.
James Hag dunked it down through the block. Found the seam and crushed it.
High flyer, James. Hits hard. Kind of don't know where he's going to hit the ball.
Big wind-up swing.
Yeah.
James Hag just got the kill, back to serve.
Missile into the net by James. We've got our left libero. Did you research that name, Greg?
I didn't.
Oh,
Ryan.
We'll have to get it for set 3.
That's right. If anyone knows what it is, comment in the comment section. Let us know. First person to give a correct comment with the name of number 24 on LVC will get a free Boston Bounce sticker in the mail.
Absolutely. Sent personally by Greg Woods.
That's right. Ryan Thomas, the lefty middle, back to serve for Northeast. Down 3. Northeast finds himself in a tough spot, not being able to convert those side-out points into +1s.
I think a lot of guys are having issues with the space back here to serve.
Right.
Convention center floors, you can only serve from the sport court, and it's a little less space for these big guys with these long strides. For little 6-footers like me, though, plenty of space.
Interesting. Northeast only finds himself down 3 here.
Yeah.
Down 3 points can seem like a lot more, but with the correct service pressure and good blocking defense and being consistent, you can find yourself right back into this game.
Big swing there by the middle.
Nate Reynolds, formerly of Springfield College, formerly before that of Stevenson University down in Maryland. I had the pleasure of playing with him for my alumni game. I spent my college years at Springfield.
An ace serve by Jake Gleason there.
Nate Reynolds, big 6'9" middle.
Is it 6'9"? Looks big out there. A timeout by Northeast Sports. See if they can collect their thoughts here, settle down a little bit.
The momentum of the game can swing so quickly. You find yourself down 3 in 1 serve, up to down 5 with a side-out +1 by LVC.
Yeah.
These are the points I feel like that make up a match, and LVC right now is just getting more of those than Northeast's.
Absolutely.
On the court now, we have Jordan Aprea, libero from Boston Bounce, and Brendan Barron, 20-year-old out of Northeastern University, also a member of the Boston Bounce Frogs, playing a little football we like to play in between sets.
Absolutely. It's good to have the youngsters on the team for us old guys.
That's right. Sport court plus
cement floor under
cement
the
floors plus older.
Plus 15 years of volleyball. Knees are a little weak sometimes.
Well.
Greg personally experiencing it this week, a little knee pain yesterday, unfortunately.
Yeah. Great thing about this league is that we have the opportunity to play at a really high level, but
it can be grueling sometimes.
It can be grueling.
It's 5-set matches. You go 5 a couple times in a weekend, you're in trouble.
That's right. Rest and recovery is the name of the game.
Yep. One hand set by Mason there.
Oh.
An error from Joby Ramos.
He's feeling it. And I think the best thing about that is that LVC seems a little loose. They're having fun. They're, getting creative in their style of play. And I think this is really allowing them to just kind of move freely throughout this match. And, similar to us when we played LVC, just looked a little tight, looked a little tired.
Yep.
We'll see what they can do. Let's see if they can dig deep, down 5, late in the second set. Game's not over though.
Nate Reynolds back to serve. Gonna go with the float option. Nice hard float. Blocked by Joby. Free ball opportunity here. Who are they gonna go to? AJ. Handled by Garrett. Joust at the net.
Sean Jackson getting low for that dig.
Free ball opportunity again. Middle dig here. John Lutz, big back row swing off the hands. Garrett with the set. Tough looking set. To right though. There it is. Big swing by John. Another long rally that comes to the advantage of LVC.
Those are the ones. Those are the ones that are so important. And folks at home, you can see how important it is to just get that serve in. Nice, hard, aggressive.
Yep.
Nate Reynolds going right back to it.
Great float serve. He's so tall, it's actually coming down.
Right. The angle at which it comes is very tough to deal with as a serve receiver.
Nice, smart corner shot to zone 1 there by Bigford.
And you can see as you were down 3 at one point, now you find yourself down 7, and it's a whole new ballgame at this point. What do you think you're saying up here in that Northeast huddle right now, Ryan?
I think you just got to calm down. You got to get ready for this pretty hard float serve. You got to understand that it's coming down. You got to stab at it a little bit with your hands. You're going to take it with your hands. Take a step back. You're going to use your platform.
Yeah. And if you're in the LVC huddle, I can imagine you're just saying, the name of the game is finish.
Yeah.
We were in a similar position against LVC yesterday, and, one service run turned us from being down 3 into tying the game into eventually winning that first set.
Absolutely.
And I think all it came down to is, letting our blocking defense do their thing. And
trust your guys.
Trusting your guys and putting in an aggressive serve, and but being consistent with it, and allowing your team to do what you're able to do.
Yep.
Changes the whole narrative of the game. Let's see what Northeast can do when they come out of this timeout. Either rally for a big push here in this second set, or come out into the third set with some momentum and some fire.
You want to say anything about Nate's serve here, Greg? A little softer option, make sure it was in. James
able to fight it through the block.
Absolutely. Forces it through that block.
James has one of the most whippy, I guess if that's a word, whippy arm swings that you'll see available here this weekend.
A lot of power coming from that guy.
A lot of power, a lot of torque.
Yep. Smart off the arms from Bigford there. And everyone thinks men's volleyball is about power. But sometimes that set's not there. You play that little smart roll shot right off the arms.
Right. The thing I've had to learn recently, Ryan, is that all the points count the same.
Yes,
there's no 2-point swings.
Yep.
Everyone counts the same. So adding more to your repertoire is only going to make you a better player. John Lutz bearing a cross-court stop. To put LVC up by 8.
I didn't even notice. Eric Martin's into set. Giving Joby a little rest here before set 3. It amazes me he plays in glasses right now.
I would be scared. I couldn't do it.
Yeah. Diving attempt at the dig by Eric there. Fortunately, it didn't go up. He's got about 20 years on me, and I think if I tried that dive, I'd be broken.
Eric's such a mainstay for this LVC squad.
Yeah.
Still can perform at a high level and still running offense. Really cool to see. They just have a great all-around team and a lot of good pieces they can intermix and still perform at a high level.
Not to mention the guys they have overseas right now, playing in their professional careers over there in Germany, Poland, you know.
Josh Bigford back to serve.
Overpass hit there by Gleason.
Service pressure equals easy opportunities for LVC to terminate rallies.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Josh Bigford was a 4-time All-American at St. John's.
Wow.
D3 program. Good swing by Amelia over there.
High off hands and out of bounds.
Yep.
One of the best swings in volleyball, my coach in college, Charlie Sullivan, told me that's one of the best swings in volleyball because the other team doesn't have a chance to defend it.
Not even a little bit.
Seam float serve at Bigford gets LVC a little bit out of sorts.
Set by Pam Roth there. Call that the campfire, Greg.
Yeah. I think marshmallows, Reese's Thins,
Yep.
and graham crackers are in order. Nice and
good
toasty.
call on the Reese's Thins.
Yeah. Those are always good.
You know.
Everybody huddled around,
Absolutely.
singing Kumbaya. It's great. Little roll down the line, picked up. Video shot at it. Back on LVC side. Again, couldn't be handled, out of bounds.
Yep.
LVC takes his second set. I think, one of the biggest keys for Northeast is just going to be to apply service pressure and get another +1 on top of it, stay in these rallies and keep the momentum and win the long rallies.
Yep.
What do you think, Ryan?
I think serve and pass. I think that's where Northeast is kind of lacking a little bit right now. They're missing a lot of serves, and wouldn't say that they're passing phenomenally. But, we know these guys can kind of turn it around.
Yeah.
Maybe go for the reverse sweep here.
Yeah, exactly. The Northeast has a team to be able to do it.
Yep.
And I think the name of the game for LVC is just going to be, stay consistent. Can we sustain this level of play for another set? Can we play to the level that we have for the first two in this last one? A lot of the times in men's volleyball, I feel like we tend to coast and say, "Oh, we're up 2 sets. We're gonna, roll over again." But it's always not the case, and we'll see what kind of fight Northeast has. See if they make any changes coming out of the timeout.
Yeah.
See if they can steal one away or complete the reverse sweep, like you said.
Absolutely. We want to remind you first before we leave that after this match, we will be playing LVC.
That's right.
So stay tuned after this one. We'll try and give LVC a run for their money.
That's right.
Not let them go undefeated on the weekend.
That's right.
And we will be back shortly for set 3.
All right.
Back for set 3 here. Fortunately, missed serve by Mason to start off the set.
We'll see what kind of fight Northeast Force comes with in the second set. We have a libero change.
Yep, Aaron Jesse coming in for Cam Raw. Aaron Jesse out of Endicott University. And we have Blaine Fitzgerald also in. Big 6'8", I believe. Right side, outside. We'll see what position he's playing here. I think he's playing right side.
And at a certain point, some of these changes are just to see a different look, give the LVC something to think about, see what your other guys can do, and if something else works, great. And you just want to see what your other team has, some extra energy. Maybe sometimes it doesn't come down to the gameplay; it comes down to energy.
Yeah, change the vibes up on the court. See if you can do something different. Unfortunately, another miss serve by Northeast Force.
Self-inflicted wounds.
Yeah. Good serve by Bigford back there. Roll shot to one, taken by the setter, Aaron Jesse with the bump set. To Ryan. Hard cross. Candies couldn't handle it, unfortunately.
Ryan Thomas left the middle out of NJIT back. Top serve. Service pressure. Service pressure is going to be the name of the game.
There's a guy that can do it. It can be Ryan. He's got a terminal serve.
Deshaun hanging.
Hangs there.
That's where he's so dangerous. You think you can tip over him, and he's just there waiting, and then just dumps it down right back on your own side of the net.
You can't underestimate Deshaun's size. Can't do it. AJ with a nice soft hit to one there. Mason made an attempt. AJ back to serve.
Oh!
Nice attempt there.
Not always seeing middle roll shot. Finesse from the middle when the set's not always there. Extends the rally, keeps the play alive, and in that particular instance, you get a kill, your serve. You find that Northeast Force up one, back to serve.
Absolutely. Playing with the standing float there. Oh. Jump the defensive lane there, but that's all right. High fives all around for the bench.
Never going to let down on good effort, good defense.
Yep. It's nice to see a big 6'8" guy hit the ground.
That's right. Sean Graham, it's a little tight to his body. You notice it's a little bit jammed up. His arm swing where it should be high enough. It's just a little bit down.
Can't get on top of it when you're under it, Right. John Lutz, big topspin serving in the net. When you're kind of rolling like LVC is right now, though, you can kind of afford every once in a while to have, those big servers go back and tee off. And if they miss it, they miss it. Ball on the court. Ryan back to serve.
Top spin, toss with the float coming out of it.
Ooh,
big!
Garrett and Deshaun
teaming up for a roof. Back in the zone 5. Northeast Force up one, back to serve. Can they get another +1?
That hybrid serve is dangerous, right?
Deshaun, another good touch. Williams Matos, high ball on the outside. Garrett mid here, off hands.
Joust. Bump set, little off the line, and sailed by Blaine. That's all right. Blaine's still getting warm out there. It's been sitting for 2 sets.
One of the hardest things to do as a volleyball player at any level is to sit for a few sets and get the call to action to come in and perform at a high level. But once he gets warm, I'm sure he'll get a lot better.
Even harder, though, Greg, in a cold convention center.
Oof.
Northeast Force having a discussion who's going to pick up those little tape tricklers. Placing with another taper. Deshaun flies. Good cover by Aaron. Here, a nice cross-court swing. Good attempt back there by Jason.
Northeast Force finds themselves here. Back to serve, Deshaun Graham, 7-7.
Tied up.
A little bit of a new energy, a little bit of a new attitude with this team. They know they have nothing to lose.
Sailed by Deshaun Graham. LVC back to serve. Nate with the missed floater.
Both teams trading some missed serves. Somewhat characteristic for men's volleyball, but you can win that serve and pass game, like you said, Ryan. I think you're setting yourself up for success. Williams Matos, nice float down the line. Second.
Good dig by Mason there.
Nice high ball on the right side.
Off the hands. Yeah. Good call. Good call by the line judge, Alex Raskin, back there.
That's right. Williams Matos, another opportunity. Nice hard driven float to zone 6.
Oh, but he had stepped over the back row line, the 10-foot line. You can't do that if you're hitting out of the back row.
Williams Matos, another opportunity. Decides to switch from serving out of zone 1 to serving out of zone 5. Maybe give LVC serve receivers a different look. Still going short.
Taken by the middle, AJ. Goes to zone 1 again. Big
Jake
high
Lane.
set by Ryan. Handled by Lutz. Cam with an unbelievable one-handed stab at it off the court. And a back one by Ryan Thomas. Hits the floor. And they're going to say that was down.
Now all of a sudden this is a whole different ball game. Northeast Force finds himself up 3. All driven by the service pressure of Williams Matos. Consistent, hard driven. Zone 5, zone 6, picking his zones. Now Northeast Force finds themselves up 3.
Big topspin. Just missed.
I like the call. I like the aggressiveness.
Switch it up. They were kind of handling this serve okay. Switch it up. That lefty cross-court jump topspin serve it's hard to handle sometimes, so might as well throw it in there every once in a while. But here we go.
Joby Ramos.
Back to serve.
6'5" C. Here we go. This pass by Minyard. Thomas.
Good cover by Aaron. Blaine sails it cross out, unfortunately.
Ramos, serve number 2. All important to get out of his rotation. Such service pressure. Handled well by Aaron Jesse. Thomas. Nice. Quick ball. Cross court from left to right.
Thomas hits that true one ball right out of the setter's hands. And if you're not up there, you're in trouble. Captain Garrett Minyard back to serve. Choose the float serve this time. Big for down the line. Dig by Aaron Jesse. Set to Blaine Fitzgerald and blocked over there by John Lutz.
John Lutz closing the door on Blaine Fitzgerald. High looping set just gives the defending blockers just an opportunity to go over there and set up really well.
You can see that the right side, John Lutz, was actually blocking on the outside there. Maybe give Blaine Fitzgerald a little bigger of a block. Back on the right side here. And then Blaine getting a kill cross court.
Northeast Force up 2. Third set. Another opportunity. Ryan Thomas lefty back to serve.
Good
Nice
serve.
6-1 seam serve. Gleason,
Oh,
right through the
just sneaks
seam.
it through.
It's always important as a pin blocker, especially as a right side, which I am, to set your middle up for success. So
Yes.
if you are able to set the edge and have the middle be able to close to where your left hand is, the better the block will be. That time you saw just a little bit of seam between the middle and the right side to allow that ball to get dunked through.
Yep.
Deshaun, high off hands.
Middle D. Picked up.
LVC, so many.
They're playing this. Just out by Gleason.
LVC still playing with effort, still playing with urgency. So many of these balls that you see tapped off the block, over the bench, back into the court just to extend the rally for another play.
Well, you know they don't want this to go extra sets. They don't want to expend any more energy that they don't have to. So. John Lutz, big swing, blocked by Ryan Strickland.
Schickling, denied.
Wayne back to serve. See what the big right side can do here.
Nice driving float serve, high off hands.
Gets LVC out of sorts. Taper tip there. Set by Garrett. Collision on the court. Both seem to be okay. Set by Cam Beans to Lutz again.
High off hands, picked up by Jesse Williams. Matos off hands.
Off hands. Yes, he got it. Timeout by LVC. Northeast Force rolling right now.
And that's exactly what we were kind of alluding to. It's just the continual service pressure, the continual aggressiveness, and being able to take what LVC's given them and really use it to their advantage. I think some of those shifts and substitutions Northeast Force has made throughout that second to third set have allowed them to really, have a new, fresh look and some new energy on the court, which I think is paying off dividends for them right now.
It's an important thing in the VLA to have depth. These events, the cups later in the year for us, they can be absolutely grueling, and if you don't have depth, you will be in trouble.
That's right. That's right. And if you're in that LVC huddle, what kind of things do you think they're talking about?
I think same thing we said earlier. Just settle down. They know they have the talent to come back from this 4-point deficit here. Serve and pass. Force is putting a lot of service pressure on this game, which is good. So they just got to, let's get a 3-pass here to Joby. Your number one option is probably Lutz over there over Strickland. See if he can pull it off.
Blake Fitzgerald, driving float. He goes again, high off hands.
Bump set by Joby.
Gleason just missed. Right at the middle blocker there. Wide to the outside. Now Northeast Force finds himself in a favorable position. Up 5, late third set against LVC. Consistent serving has gotten them back to this position.
Short. Nice one-hand set by Joby. And just pushed through the block into Deshaun. John Lutz back to serve. See if he can bring LVC back into it. I'm now 1 for 1, Greg.
That's right. Yeah, I know you're coming from my record, Ryan, but I think you're going to have to do a little bit better than that. Ryan Schickling back to serve. The hybrid toss. Float coming out of it. Handled. Blocked by Williams. Matos over there on the right side. Shut the door on Jake Gleason. Again, Ryan Schickling back to serve.
Yeah.
Can they keep it up? Can they continue the service pressure?
I will say, this kind of serve, this hybrid top floater, worst serve to pass. So difficult.
Handled well by Beans. Jump down. Ramos. Off 10. Aaron Jesse to play it over.
Free ball opportunity here. Gleason hits sharp cross right into Garrett's stomach area.
Mishandled out into the crowd. Court 89.
That'll be a souvenir for the fans.
Yes.
Just kidding. Please give us our balls back.
Any fan hit at the tournament today will be receiving a free Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich.
Yep. Only at participating locations, and I don't think that one is here.
Terms apply.
Turns apply.
Another self-inflicted wound by LVC's. Float serve into the net. Northeast Force goes back to the line, up 6. Late in the third set here if you're just joining us. LVC up 2-0 in this match so far. Northeast Force knocking on the door.
Nice
High over the block. Big push by Williams Machos. Minyard back into the court. Machos again, right side. Fitzgerald in the court. Zone 6, snuck it past. LVC up 7. Northeast Force up 7, excuse me. Deshaun opting for the float versus the top spin. Making sure he finishes this match out. Lutz cross court.
That's a heck of a swing from the back row. 14 feet, sharp cross.
Very difficult swing for those watching at home. This is not routine.
Yeah.
We have a high level of volleyball here being played at the VLA, and we're lucky to be able to be a part of this league. So we can showcase talent like that and many, many others.
Got our serving specialist in. That'll be 4 touches for LVC.
Fans, if you figured out the name of number 24, we weren't able to go into the roster and figure out the name. Whoever that lucky fan is, please.
Unfortunately, we don't even have the YouTube chat up. So if they do comment it.
Okay. If you want a Boston Bounce sticker, please reach out to Bounce VDC.
And an ace serve by Mason there. Falls perfectly on the back line. Called in by Brad Borsady outside of Boston Bounce.
Recent father, shout out to Brad Borsay.
Absolutely.
Swinging with dad strength now.
He's running on no sleep, that man.
Williams Montes, hard driving serve down to zone 5.
And off the hands by Bigford there. Got a
so LVC
sub in on
finds
the right
himself
side.
down. 16-23. Joby Ramos back to serve. Watch his serve going in the 6-5 seam. Trying to really disorient Northeast Force. Cross court handled well by Jesse. Ryan Thomas, the lefty. That's where he's really dangerous because if you're the defending middle, you're trying to follow him to the right.
Yeah.
But his arm swing is going back to the left since he's a lefty, so he's got a window of opportunity to swing where you just aren't.
You almost have to have help from your pin blockers on Ryan Thomas. I don't know if you saw that they subbed in someone in for John Lutz. Just got blocked, unfortunately. That's Ryan Carty.
What's that?
Ryan Carty over there.
Trying to shake things up.
Yep. Oh, and that is the end of set 3. We will be going to set 4. LVC is still up 2-1.
Great fight for Northeast Force.
Yeah.
Couple of substitutions, give them new energy, give them a good look, and throw LVC off. I think one of the consistent keys for them was that they just had more service pressure.
Absolutely.
They made more serves, and they were able to take advantage of the longer rallies to be able to make it work and win. Gutsy win in set 3 for Northeast Force.
And Greg and I will be back with you shortly. All right, we are back for set 4. Joby Ramos back to serve. Nice down the line serve. Oh, just out.
Controversial call from our captain, Jeff Watron.
Is he legally allowed to line judge over there?
Jeff has had a few concussions, so I'm not sure he's the best person to be a line judge. But great serve from Joby Ramos, a little controversial.
Mason back to serve. Nice float serve there, handled by Beans. John Lott's massive swing. Couldn't be handled. Bigford back to serve. Handled by Aaron Jesse. To Ryan Thomas. A little pokey dig there by Cameron. Jake Gleason with the over the block swing.
Gleason, big push, cross court. Lane, off, hands, and out. One of the best, most indefensible swings there is in the game right there. Northeast Force up 2-1. Garrett Minyard back to serve. Early fourth set. Welcome back to Mohegan Sun Arena in Uncasville, Connecticut. VLA volleyball action. Ace serve, Minyard. Float in the seam, confusing both serve receivers and down to the point.
Another nice seam floater. Big swing by John Lutz down the line. AJ Witt back to serve out of Endicott.
Tight set over. Down over by Lutz. And down by Lutz again. Northeast still alive. Ryan Schicklin cut serve. Gleason high on the outside.
And off the head of Ryan Thomas from Nate Reynolds. Middle set, absolutely butter from AJ. And a nice roll shot. Nice down the line serve, overpass, handled by Jake Gleason.
Service pressure by LVC is one of the reasons they're up 2 in this fourth set. Cross court serve.
Mason didn't get that high enough there, unfortunately. Northeast Sports going to talk about it here. Have a little on-court discussion. AJ's float serve down the line to Garrett. Mason the set to the outside. Strickland decimates the ball just out of bounds. AJ's hard float cross court. Ryan dispatches the ball straight down.
Very, very, very high and hard dispatch by Ryan Thomas. Zone 6 and out of bounds. Thomas back to serve.
Taking a little high by Gleason. He's going to get the set here off the head of Blaine.
Never a good feeling.
Nope. Can't say I get to feel that feeling very often, Greg, as a little 6-foot guy here in the VLA.
There's a lot of 6-footers that get up there, and
That's
you
fair.
included.
I'm getting older, though, man. Lane back to serve. See if we can put a little service pressure on LVC here. I'm now 2 for 2, Greg. I'm coming for it, baby.
All right, I think I'm 3 for 3, Ryan.
You are.
You have to pick and choose your battles wisely here.
Yeah.
Early fourth set, LVC up 9-5. Gleason back to serve. Out for a top spin. Handed by Minyard. Sean Graham fights it through the block. Nate Reynolds. And down on LVC side for a Northeast fourth point. One of the characteristics of this game is that Deshaun Graham really hasn't been able to get going that well in the match. I think when he's on, one of the best weapons Northeast Force has. Shifting puts it into the net for an LVC point.
He's that side of the court, Greg. All teams on that side of the court all weekend have had trouble. Must be a strong breeze that way.
Back row attack. Sicklin. Just missed the corner.
We have a touch call here. Oh, AJ's calling a self-touch. Honesty always appreciated. Unless it's your own team, you can really get mad at them. Oh. A set just over the net, attacked and blocked by LVC. We have a timeout, Northeast Force. Looks like there's a little confusion on both sides.
We find themselves down 6 here in the early going of the fourth set. With the Northeast, I think one of the things that you're saying is, how can we get back in rhythm offensively?
Yep.
How can we, get some of our middles going a little bit more to be able to free up the pins? I think that's generally in volleyball for folks that are out there watching. One of the principles is try to get the middles going early and
establish your middles.
Right. Establish the middles that allows the other defending middles and other defending blockers is to.
They have to stay true to those middles. Maybe make them a little late to the pin attacks when they're there.
Frees up your whole offense. And so I think if you're Northeast Sports, that's one of the keys coming out of this timeout. And your LVC, the key is finish.
Yep.
Be consistent from the serving line. Don't, give off any free points, no self-inflicted wounds, and finish the match out. Continue to keep getting John Mutz going on the right side. Get Jake Gleason some more touches on the outside, and continue to play your game.
I, for one, am not going to tell Joby how to do his job, though. That's for sure. What's happening?
Talking about score. A little confusion on the score maybe here. Conversation happening at the scorer's table. At any rate, game on, Joe. We were almost back to serve.
Doesn't miss a beat, Greg. Ooh. Well covered by Strickland. Garrett tried to be a little cheeky there.
I think Garrett was trying to set behind himself over the net.
Yep.
Possibly to catch LVC off guard, but I think that's a credit to our league. A lot of players are smart. It's not really a point that's going to score you points, and better to just play it over safely.
Absolutely.
Ruby Ramos, another great aggressive serve.
Wayne with the big hit down the line, handled by Cameron Beans. Good touch there by Bigford.
And
And a nice little soft kind of hit right to zone 6.
13-7. You could kind of feel in the arena, the pressure's starting to get more and more as the serves continue. As you continue not to side out, it becomes more evident how important each point is. Obviously, he's playing a little loose. Joby Ramos, another serve. Back row attack by Schickling.
Just sailed by Gleason there. Mason back to serve. Nope.
So important to go back there and after you side out to make that next serve. Williams Matos puts it into the net. Northeast Force down 6 now to LVC.
We've got some work to do. Not impossible.
Not impossible. Not at all impossible. Minyard.
It's going to be a little impossible when you're hitting in the middle of the net. But
so important to get the next side out after a missed opportunity. Let's see what they can do here.
good pass. Wayne with great deep cross-court swing. Potentially one of the most undefendable swings in volleyball. Those deep cross courts. Most defensive schemes don't have a player back there. Hoping your block's going to get it. Ooh, again, off the head of Blaine. He's just too tall, Greg. He's too tall.
Yeah. Sometimes it's a blessing and a curse where you go up super tall and a shorter offensive player just has an opportunity to see everything and pick and choose your spots. Sometimes it's your arm, sometimes it's off your head. We've all been, victims to every area. I'd say blocking, right? Is that right? Yeah. AJ about to serve, float.
A little bit of an overpass. There's a back row violation there.
Another timeout taken by Northeast Force. Just continuing to face the service pressure from LVC. Wants to talk things over here. Now, if you're LVC, you're the two-time VLA champions in Tier 1. It's your first tournament of the year. But as you look to your upcoming tournament in Boston, if you're LVC, what do you think you're saying to your team as far as what you learned from this weekend and what you can take as a learning point and something to work on for next tournament?
I think they're just getting a good look at both teams right now. They know that we'll probably have a lot deeper of a bench in the Boston area. We'll have a lot more guys. So we're just getting a rhythm. We're getting reps. They know they're good, though, So they're going to play their game. They're going to focus on their side of the court, as you should. Do the things that you can control.
Exactly. Still another opportunity for the Boston Bound Frogs coming up here in the next game of the afternoon. So we'll be able to get our opportunity to get some looks and have another chance to prove what we can do against the two-time VLA champs of LVC. Trying to go cross court. Ryan Thomas got there first.
We did play them in the Tier 1 Championships final last year.
How was that?
It was good. We got kind of handled, unfortunately. They had Blake Gleason, All-American from Ohio State. Nick Scherzen, I think MVP that year. He won the national championship at Ohio State.
Both playing pro over in Europe.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good guys.
We know what to expect this year, though. Nice block by Nate Reynolds there on the tip by Deshaun Graham. And the legendary Eric Martin coming in to wreak havoc on Northeast Force. Open net for Deshaun on the option ball.
Seizing an opportunity when no blockers were up for LVC.
Seems like there's a little pent-up aggression behind that one,
I
Greg.
would say so. I would say so. It's been a long match, long weekend. Last game for Northeast Sports. LVC has one more against our team, Boston Bounce,
Yep.
in the late afternoon game.
Good
Round
cover.
and round
Good
we
cover.
go. Minion out of the back row, a little too short down on Northeast side, point LVC. Lisa, hard.
An absolute
Still
missile
on
of a serve.
Northeast side, hit the ceiling, so that's still game on.
We have the ceilings in play in this venue because right above us there's some pipes that are a little low. We don't want to take away from the play on the court. Most VLA venues, though, any ceiling touch is going to be a dead ball. Served by Gleason here. Hand pass by Aaron Jesse. Hit by Eric with the butter to Ryan Hardy. Eric's like a fine wine, Greg.
Just better with age.
Just gets better with age.
Better with age and time.
Good self-cover there by Nate Reynolds. We got a net violation on Northeast Force. Placing back to serve again. And just a bit out.
I think that's the best thing about being up by 10 points now late in the fourth set is that you can afford to be a little bit more aggressive
Absolutely.
on your bench serves.
Green light to go back there and really hammer one. Circling to serve.
All right, I noticed you've been holding the mic the whole entire
I have been holding it in
and I
my.
want to apologize for that. And
I think my thumb is going to cramp here soon.
I asked if would you like me to hold the mic for the last 3 points?
Oh yeah, with 3 points left, I think I got it. Great,
Okay.
thanks. I've done no testing. I have no idea how loud or quiet we are. Apologies if we're screaming in your ears. I know the whistles in here are also loud.
Ryan Strickland back to serve with a little bit harder hybrid than usually can come to the table with. Nate Reynolds out, number 24 from LVC in.
I'm going to ask him his name after this game.
We do.
We got to find out. We're very sorry, number 24. Top spin, and by Piotr. There it is. Deshaun plants the ball there in front of Eric.
You can see there when Deshaun gets active and he's involved in the match, he can be really effective.
He's terminal.
Yeah,
He's
very
terminal.
terminal.
It's a nice set by Aaron. Off the hands of Piotr.
Just like that, we have match point and set point LVC. Ryan Party back to serve.
You gotta expect Ryan's gonna go out there and absolutely blast this ball.
Automatic green light, I think, if you're in this position. Why not?
Just kind of a little rolling jump serve. Handled by Ryan, hit by Ryan, and out. And that will be the match. LVC takes this one 3-1. We'd like to invite you to tune in probably about a half hour, maybe 40 minutes for the Boston Bounce versus LVC final match of the weekend. And that'll be right here on the VLA YouTube channel. Feel free to follow the VLA on Instagram. Always posting updates on there as well. And hey, if you're not a member of the VLA YouTube channel, I invite you to become a member. You get some perks to see some streams that you may not be able to see as a free member.
Right.
And you can subscribe as well for email notifications as well.
It's been a pleasure spending the afternoon with you. We're going to go start warming up so we can take on the Flamingos of LVC. It's been a pleasure. I'm Greg Woods, my partner, Ryan Jackson.
Absolutely.
It's been a blast.
Thanks, guys.